Okay y'all, we're going to give this flag case a go round, and anytime I do a new project that I've never done before, I make a mock-up. So here is the mock-up of this case. As you can see, it's triangular in fashion, like it's supposed to be. And this thing requires some special angles on my miter saw. And you can see my miter saw. What it did, it made me have to make a new jig. And this one here is set up for 67.5 degrees, and it allows me to jack this angle finder over as far as I can go. You can see I got this thing all clamped in, screwed and clamped all into the saw and the table. It allows me to jack that thing over as far as it goes, and it gives me this angle right here. It's 67.5 degrees on both of those. That one's a 45. But we got it. Okay, so I've milled my pieces 3/4 of an inch thick, bottom and the two sides, and now I've got to create the recess for the back piece to go in, and we'll do that now. I want a recess that's a 1/2 inch tall, and here's my crazy saw blade height gauge, and how that works is, see if I can put this here so you can see it. We set that over the blade. Should lower the blade first though. Let me move the camera around, maybe you can see better from this angle. Maybe. And we lower the blade. Now I want a 1/2 inch, so I'm just gonna, it goes by the edge of this right here. And that's 0. That is a 1/2 inch worth of height. Take my nut in the back and lock it in. Put that over top of the blade. The blade should just touch that at its highest point when I slide it through. Ever so slightly. And there you have a 1/2 inch. Cool. Alright, now I want a 1/4 inch wide, 1/2 inch deep recess to accept the 1/4 inch backer board I'm going to put in there, 1/4 inch plywood backer board. So what I'll do is I'll set the blade a 1/2 inch into the material, so it comes in a 1/2 inch. I'll run them all through, bump the fence the other way, cut again, bump the other way, cut again, until I get the 1/4 inch width that I'm looking for. And there you have it, folks. Walla Walla, Washington, we have a Bugs Bunny or a rabbit right here to accept the plywood. Okay, so we got our 3 pieces, 2 sides. Uno momento bottom. Uno bottomo, that's Spanish for the bottom piece. And what we're going to try to do is make these do that. And if I don't mess up and put this rabbit on the wrong side, we'll all be in good shape. Wish me luck. Alright, so here's where that crazy fence that I showed you in the beginning comes in. We're going to slide this in till it just takes the corner. And that way I can hold it back here, my hand is, and cut this off. A few more to go. Alright y'all, I don't have corner clamps, but I do have a little trick to solve that problem. This is a 2x4 scrap, this is also 2x4 scrap. If you cut a 45-degree wedge out of there, I should save this for tips and tricks and bits and pieces. Maybe I'll do a separate video on it. Anyhow, if you cut a notch out of there, that creates a straight line squeeze for your corner. So you clamp here to hold this piece onto your stock, here to there, and then those two pull in and it closes the corner. Now, to close the corner back here, this side is sight unseen, so we can use one of those back here. We'll actually use two. We'll put another one here, and we will put here and here. Oops. And on we go. Okay, y'all. A little trick. That'll help to get the glue off and dry up the wood, and it also makes one heck of a mess. You know what I mean? Some of you know this thing hangs over here. That's the beauty of this thing. It can hang here while that glue dries out of my way. Awesome. Okay folks, so with a little bit of patience and persistence, we got some pieces of trim here. We got one on here already, clamped down just to help me hold it. But let's see how we did. These guys are holding the edge for me. Let's put the next one in. I don't know about you, but that looks like a pretty good seam to me. It seems like it's a pretty good seam to me. Here's what we got so far. Well, that ought to be enough. Clamps, that is.